Hey Jim, how you doing?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
I know it's another exciting week. We had a lot of stuff happen this week, and a lot of good things that are happening. So last week we had on Aaron Packard. He was running for state committee man in the Middlesex Worcester district, and let's see what happened. How about that?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I would like to conclude this, and we have a winner. The results of the vote were Packard 50, Shepherd 33, and we have one blank. Therefore, Aaron Packard is the winner today.
Let's get
I
that.
am very humbled. I tend to get a little passionate in things like this, so thank you all. Your support means a lot, because like I said, one man is not an island, it takes the family. The one word that's been used quite a lot the past month, the past couple of years, is the word unity. I like to think of as family building cohesion, and that's what we are. We are a family. This is our backyard, and we need to protect it, stand together, and grow together. So I do thank you.
All right, we'll pause it there. I know you have some things to say about it. You were there, actually, weren't you?
Yeah, and I like the clip. I like how you pulled the one with the Mayflower Media logo. So that was great. And I should add, if you're watching this on Mayflower Media channel, we're uploading this in two places for the time being. But in the future, we have set up another channel called the Thurbercast, and we'll provide a link in the description below. But you'll want to sign up there, because in the future, eventually, we're just going to post videos under the Thurbercast channel. So make sure to check that out and subscribe there. But yeah, it was a great caucus. I'll go give a little background from start to end. So we pretty much Saturday morning woke up, was pretty excited about it. It was a little bit rainy on Saturday, if you remember. It was in the Lancaster Community Center, so drove up there. There wasn't really a lot of signage or anything. I figured there'd be a lot of people standing out, but it was pretty low key, I think, because the rain kind of held a lot of people back. But yeah, it was good. We got there. There was a good amount of people there. So you heard the ending vote tally was 50 to 33. So there was 83 people that voted, and there was one blank. So really 84. And there was probably about another 20 or so room. There was over 100 people in that room.
Now, Jim, can I cut you off for a second? I apologize. For the people out there that don't know, maybe not have watched our last show, the people that were able to vote were RTC members, registered RTC members, so Republican Town Committee members.
That's exactly right. So anyone in that Senate district that's a member of the RTC would have been allowed to vote in that in the caucus. So what happened was there's two state committee people per Senate district, and one of them had stepped aside, retired or resigned or for whatever reason. So this one was vacant. So this caucus was to fill that state committee seat. And yeah, so there was originally going to be two rooms booked for that event, but one of them, I think, didn't work out. So everyone kind of got put into one room at the Lancaster Community Center. So it was a pretty packed room, but it was a lot of energy in there. And went pretty smooth for the most part. There was one little hiccup, I would say, right as the voting counted. So the only issue that popped up was that when everyone was checked in to receive a ballot that was a voting member, they gave their name on the registration. But then what happened was when the voting actually went to go take place, nobody was checking off who was actually voting. So everyone just wanted to make sure one person was voting one time. Nobody was handed any extra ballots or anything like that, so that the voting members, even though it's a secret ballot, they just wanted to make sure as you were stepping up to put your ballot in the box that your name was being checked off, that you had already voted in this election. So that was the only hiccup. So someone brought the original roster to the box so that we were able to check people off as the vote was being conducted.
So that's one thing I think we discussed last week when we were discussing the caucuses, and the issue we had with how the other caucus was run, where it was a voice vote and it should have been a secret ballot. And the date was changed, not in the appropriate amount of time with the appropriate amount of notification. Even though there's hiccups and there's going to be hiccups, okay? And again, I'm not saying this because the guy we had on our show won. I think anyone that was there would realize that it was trying to be all above board, right? And again, we put this picture up right over here to show there's the ballots. That what was supposed to happen. It wasn't supposed to be all in favor or all who want this person say aye, all who doesn't say no. That's an RTC meeting thing. When you're having an RTC meeting and you're doing stuff, that's how you do it. Caucuses, there's bylaws. They have to be done a different way. And it was funny because you would text me like, oh, this is going on, this is going on. I'm like, oh, please don't, because again, we want to show that we do things right. We want people to know that we believe in doing things right and we're going to follow the law as Republicans, because that's how unenrolled people are going to look at us like, hey, listen, there were some issues. They resolved the issues. Everyone was happy with how they resolved the issues. Great. Not like, hey, there was issues. They brushed it under the rug. So what? We needed to do it. Hey, it was funny. I was thinking about that caucus, right? And what you said about needing the 15 days. And, a lot of people are like, yeah, so what? So what if they change the address and it wasn't in 15 days, right? Because we just wanted to get it done because it was 2 years. But my response to that would have been, well, it was 2 years without him. What was another week to do it right? So I hope we go down that route. I believe in the next week or two, we're going to have Aaron back on just so he can tell us about his experience, what his plans are going forward, and, how he's going to bring that unity that you and I keep talking about to the Republican Party. Any last words on this?
Yeah, no, good point. And yeah, I just mentioned that that's exactly right with the ballot, and that's exactly how it's defined in the bylaws. And the bylaws aren't some 1,000-page booklet. I mean, we're talking about a bylaw that's probably about a paragraph on a piece of paper. So these aren't very robust bylaws. So the ones that are in place, it is important that they get followed. And
Correct.
like you said, it's like in the RTC. The RTCs typically go by what's called Robert's rules, and if there's no opposition, then you can potentially have that type of vote. But for the caucuses, the bylaws specifically state the way that they're supposed to run and the procedures for them, and that was the issue with the first Suffolk caucus, is that they did not follow the bylaws in a number of different ways. So it just, like you said, it's like we want to make sure that we're doing everything on the level here.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
That was the only issue there.
Definitely. All right. Well, thank you. And thank you for going and getting those videos and, keeping us abreast of what is going on.